I had a lot of people to do all these things with in the last couple of months. Today, suddenly, when I had to do it by myself, Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is not how I expected my intro to go. This is not how I expected me to start the video. I had a full blown crying session literally 5 minutes back. Of course, I didn't want to record that, but today's the day I'm gonna go see Oppenheimer, and it was supposed to be a wonderful day. I've been having a really sad couple of days, sad couple of weeks actually. My PMS symptoms have gone really high, and I've just been quite sad, irritated. Sorry guys, my mom walked in, my auto was downstairs and I had to leave immediately. So this is the day I go watch Oppenheimer, and I'm genuinely hoping it makes me feel a little better. So the plan is to go to a nearby mall, watch my movie. It was a really early show. I went for the 9 a.m. show, and yes, post that, the plan was to just go for a solo lunch and then have fun, turn my crappy day upside down, and then come back home. Yeah, that's simple. I have reached. I still have like some 10 minutes to start. I am probably gonna do a voiceover here because it's just really noisy. I do feel better. It's gonna be a solo date. It's just me, but it's Nolan. I'll tell you why I love Nolan. It's a time, probably. This is my fate. All grey. It's too awkward to speak here. I'm audible. So one of the reasons I love Nolan is because as a director in me, and Nolan has always satisfied that. He makes me feel like I can be like him someday, hopefully, and I just hope he makes me happy today. He always has. Solo dating has never been an issue for me, and for somebody like me who loves movies, going to the theater alone has never been an issue. But today was a day where I was going to the theaters alone after so many months, and I wouldn't lie, it was getting a little difficult. And we made it to the interval. I really wanted to talk something into the video, but the guy sitting next to me was just staring at me because I was just recording myself. And then I got a little too awkward and then shut the camera. The movie got done, and then I went to Burger King for lunch. I did try to vlog myself eating and just try talking to you guys, which is why you all can see me clearly talking to the camera, but it was so loud at Burger King that whatever I said just is not even audible in the final audio, so I'm just gonna give the voiceover. Basically, all I'm trying to say is that it is extremely crowded there and it's so noisy, and yeah, I was like, it's been a long time since I've done this and I'm clearly awkward. But yeah, that's pretty much what I said, and I then proceed to say that I'm gonna eat all of this and then I'll see you guys, which is what I'm gonna say now as well. We're done with lunch. Now headed back home. Okay, hi. So we're back home, back to the corner. So what I've been trying to say in this entire video is the vlog started today with me not having a good day. I've not been having a good couple of days for a lot of reasons. Today morning I had this sad moment and I started crying, which I think is a very healthy thing for me to do, which I also think all of y'all should do. If you feel sad, you should just cry it out. Nothing good can come from just keeping all those emotions in. But I've been having an off couple of days and my entire routine has not been in place. I have not been in my routine. I've not been in my best self, and a lot of small things have kept happening that just aggravated my sadness. And yeah, that leads us to today. So today is the 24th of July. That is Oppenheimer released on 21st. I could not get the tickets, so I am a huge Nolan fan. I think that's what I've been wanting to say throughout this video. That I'm a huge Christopher Nolan fan. I have always loved. Since you guys are fairly new to this channel, I do act, and I started that in college. Like I started doing theatre in college, and that's how it all began. But I did acting and direction back when I was in college. Of course, those weren't my majors, but we had a theatre team that we so actively participated in. So a lot of my direction or my love for direction came in my final year, and a lot of that had been influenced by Christopher Nolan. I have loved his movies because I think he's a genius director, which I don't know, I haven't found somebody like him that makes me feel that way. And honestly, back in college and even many years ever since, whenever I have felt really sad, I end up watching a suspense thriller movie or a Nolan film. I mean, one is a genre and one is of a director, of course, but what I do is, like, when I see great filmmaking, it somehow makes me very hopeful and motivated about the future of probably what I can do. And Nolan has a very special role in that. I mean, of course, with a lot of other directors, but Nolan was, I still remember back in college, I saw his movie Memento, which is still date my all-time favorite Nolan movie. I mean, y'all can come after me if you want, but for me, forever it will be Nolan, and then I think Interstellar. Did I just say that right? For me, it'll always be Memento and then Interstellar. It's just that, you know, the entire movie was made backwards, and it's so difficult to make a movie linear in a straight format, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and over here you're just going backwards. And I don't know, it's just always been a very a safe spot for me, Nolan and his films. And I have always it's not like so when I heard that Oppenheimer was coming out, I terribly wanted to go on the first day. But yeah, I mean, the tickets, they had started the pre-booking and I didn't know of it, and I couldn't get any of the good tickets during the weekend. So I decided, okay, I'll go on a Monday. So today is Monday, the 24th of July. And I just saw Oppenheimer, and I'm really happy, I guess, that I got to go. What I also want to talk about in this video is that I used to love solo dating, and I think one of the things that I had promised myself this year is that I will take myself out on dates. I will go alone, eat alone, dine alone, watch movies alone, and I did that. So my birthday was on April 25th, and a little while before that was when I thought I'll go in all out and see how solo dating is for me. Before my solo trip is when I was solo dating in in and around my place. I was very comfortable with it. I was very happy with it. I was very excited to do it. Eat alone, dine alone. And I've done this before. Eating alone is not something that I just did because this year I wanted to or anything like that. But I was really glad and excited when I used to do it. So I used to go for movies all the time. Like I mentioned before, I do act. So one of my movies, which is called Pukalam, which I'll speak probably in another video, that was in theaters at that time. And I remember I had watched it with everybody I loved, and the final time I watched that movie in the theater was by myself, and I hooted for myself and all that. So even before that, like, I was a huge fan of watching movies alone, and today I was watching alone. I did not take anybody with me. I just went alone, and my plan was this, that even though it's a crappy day, I will go watch the movie alone, have lunch alone, eat whatever the junk you want, and then just come back home. Thing is, I did not realize that after my birthday, so all of this, what I was saying, the whole movie going and all of that, was before April. After I came back from my trip, a lot of things changed for me in terms of work, in terms of life, and all of that I never got the time or the luxury to go explore things by myself, even if it was just meant to go and have a coffee somewhere. I did not get the chance, or rather I did not make an effort, and I got out of touch. Like today, I think it's also because I've had such a crappy couple of days and weeks that doing all of that alone just scared me. I had a lot of people to do all these things with in the last couple of months. Today, suddenly, when I had to do it by myself, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun at all because I was just trying to find ways in which. So usually when I go eat, I don't look at my phone. I don't care what others think. Like I just sit there and I watch others, or like I just look around and I'm just very present in the moment. I did all of those things today, but today wasn't the most successful of it. I did it purposely because I knew that. So what I did was, the movie was fine because the movie I just had to sit through it completely. But I mean, it's just that somebody's playing something, so you just have to. You don't have. There's nothing that you need to do per se. But when I went to eat, like, so you know those chairs that face each other, right? So I was initially sitting on the chair that was facing everybody else. It was a table of with a seating of 4, and I was sitting in such a way that if I look forward, I can see everyone, even outside. So I went to a mall, so everyone passing by also. It's one of the eating. I went to Burger King, so it's one of the places where you sit and you can see people. Yeah, but then when I got the food, I sat on the other side so that I could just face the wall and I don't have to see anybody. I just don't have to, all of that. So, but then after a couple of minutes, I literally got up and sat back in my original seat. I was like, no, Harry, you cannot do this. Like, you have to face your fears. You have to, sit and you have to do it. And I wasn't forcing myself. I wasn't uncomfortable. It's just that I knew that if I sat on the end where nobody could see me, I would just take another step back in this journey of mine. So midwise I sat, and then, but again, I didn't really sit and look at people or be in the present. I was just watching stuff on my phone while eating. I enjoyed the meal, but yeah. And then after that, I was just rushing back home, and I came back home. So was it a success? I don't know, but I did it. I mean, I did go out. I think it's just that I don't want to force myself too much because you never know how these things can come back. About the movie, I mean, this is not a review channel, but I was genuinely very happy seeing the movie because there are certain moments in the movie that really make you like, oh my god. I mean, it just makes you, it made me feel that. I don't know if it's the director in me. I watch movies like a director, so I felt really wow, really, really wow. I wish I had seen it on an IMAX. There is no IMAX here in the place where I stay, so yeah, there's no IMAX here. I couldn't watch it on IMAX, and yeah, that's pretty much the thing. I had a great time watching it. I think everyone had the acting was too good. I think it was so good that I felt like I was on that journey. I felt the heartbeat of everyone while they were in that process, I also think that, it's a very different genre. I mean, it's a biopic, of course. It's a very different genre for Nolan himself, and also for me to connect as well. But there were moments where I felt like, oh, that just hit me hard, and I think it's such a complex topic, it's such a complex story that only Nolan could have probably said it without making you feel like it's just so long. But it was literally 3 hours anyway, so overall it was a great experience. And I actually wanted, because Barbie was a movie where my friend was like, let's go together and all that, but Oppenheimer was one that I was like, no, I need to go alone, and I'm glad I did. So yeah, this is not a movie review channel, but what I wanted to say was, I think on some days it gets really hard. I think for the last couple of days it's been really hard to just choose myself and to choose what I really want. I usually get that clarity when I spend some time alone. I like my space these days, but things haven't been going that great for me. I think I wanted to start this vlog by saying that Nolan's my one true love, and I think he'll make my crappy days better. But I think after going for this entire solo thing that I did today, I realized that you can do all the things you want probably, but it's the intention with which you're going. Maybe I didn't have that intention. I just did not have that intention. It's a little overwhelming for sure, I'm not gonna lie. Like, especially, I never knew it was this like, what do I say, it wasn't this overwhelming for me before, but I had a break of it for a couple of months now, and I went for a solo date today. So it's just like I was just so out of touch, I didn't even know what I was doing. But it is better than nothing. Like, you know, earlier there were days, like the last time I went on a solo date, and I knew it very clearly. I'm like, I am going for a solo date, so I'll go, I'll come back. Today was more or less like, should I go, jana hai ki nahi? Like, I was just like, and also the thing was like, I was really shy today. I am not used to, so the only times I've documented things like this before is in the form of a reel. So reels, matlab, you just put music into it. It's not like you're talking into the camera. There were multiple moments today when I wanted to talk into the camera, but it was so crowded that I just did not want to. I have not reached there yet, so definitely it was hard for me. But I could not do that. That is why we're sitting down and talking later on. I don't even know if you're going to watch it till here. But on that note, if y'all really think, I would really encourage y'all to go for a solo date. Even if it's to your local tea shop, local stationery shop, a local park, you know, or even your terrace, or even if it is a small little cafe or a restaurant, or actually if you feel like you can do that, great, go there, drink coffee. No, I mean, that's what cafes are for. I'm not asking you to have a full-blown lunch or dinner alone, but take the tiny steps. You might like it, or go for a walk alone. Something. I'm not asking you to go for a movie alone, but I took those tiny steps. I think it was really petrifying for me when I first started. It was petrifying. It wasn't petrifying for me today. It was just really awkward because I just, I don't know, I just didn't want to do it as well. I think it was a conflict that I was just too shy to document it, and at the same time I was in my best ways possible. But you guys do you. Find something you'll do that, you know, tiny things, you know, and you will love it. You will genuinely love it. And yeah, that's it. I'm sorry my mood is a little wish today because I think it's a little better when I talk to the camera. But thank you so much for watching this video. It really means a lot if you've come so far. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button to let me know that you guys have liked it. Also, please do subscribe to the channel because I would love to see that. And drop in comments if you guys have ever gone for a solo date and how has your experience been today. It was my experience, but I will probably be putting up a video of the other times. Yeah, let's see. You can probably find it on my shorts. I think I have. I was much more confident in those shorts than I am right now. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you guys the next time. Till then, bye.